We watched the movie Outsourced, and our group consists of people from Finland, Taiwan, Japan, and one half from Turkey and half from Germany. In this video, we present the main parts from our written work. The movie Outsourced was released in 2006 and tackles the problem of outsourcing and cross-cultural management. Main character named Todd, who almost lost his job along with all the other individuals in the call center department, is then forced to go to India by his boss to train his replacement. The movie is about the Todd's training project in India. Todd faces a lot of cultural differences between India and America, but he keeps his composure the whole time. The second character is Purohit, who Todd is training to be the new manager in India. He has a lot to learn, and Todd's managerial style does not make it easy. Third character is Asha, who becomes the assistant manager because she was the star employee in India. Asha also teaches Todd a lot from Indian culture, which helps Todd to lead his department better, and in the end, they succeed to achieve their goal. That is still not enough because the work can be done cheaper inside China, so all the jobs are outsourced. Indian and American culture are compared throughout the movie. In the group meeting, we talked about what we knew about the cultures and realized we knew more about American than Indian culture because we are surrounded by American movies and TV shows. We thought American are hardworking and optimistic because of so-called American dream we were all aware of. About India, we knew cows are holy to them and they don't eat beef, and there's a lot of poverty. We also knew about the Indian are really religious and it's different compared to our religions. We also realized that we have more positive association concerning American lifestyle than Indian. Different theories to analyze our movie and the differences between two cultures. We came across that India is more family-oriented than America, whereas they are more goal-oriented compared to India. India is an extremely family-oriented country where young people usually stay at home until they get married, and parents have influence over their children's lives compared in America. These elements were shown often in the film, like as intense hospitality and high interest in Todd's love life. Goal orientation, on the other hand, was shown with the 6-minute goal that the Americans had for the Indian office, which were hard for the Indians to achieve. Another interesting way to compare cross-cultural communication is the peach-coconut continuum. Coconut cultures are reserved cultures. They have a hard shell and don't open up or are too friendly with people. Peach cultures, on the other hand, are very open to strangers and engage in conversations. Both America and India are peach cultures. Americans are open to other people and engage in contact while sharing a lot of information. Indians are very family-oriented, friendly, and open to strangers, which was also evident in our film. We also used Hofstede's 5 dimensions to analyze the movie. First dimension is power distance, which refers to the acceptance of how much power is distributed. India is more power distance where communication is top-down, whereas America is low power distance country. The second dimension measures the extent to which members of a culture feel threatened by uncertain or unknown situations. Both America and India are medium-low spectrum. Even though both countries rank almost the same, the explanations differ quite a bit. The third dimension deals whether the culture concerns with individualism or collectivism. India has a medium score with both collectivistic and individualistic traits, because there is a higher belonging into a social framework where individuals are influenced by family and other social networks. The individualistic aspect comes from Hinduism, where people individually responsible for how they lead their life. America is, on the other hand, one of the most individualistic cultures. The fourth dimension divides cultures by their characteristics into masculine or feminine cultures. India is considered more of a masculine society in terms of display of success and power. Also, work is in the center of life. America rates even higher on masculinity compared to India, which is affirmed by the individualistic drive that Americans have. The fifth dimension is short-term versus long-term orientation. In India, time is not as important as to Western societies, which is why India is more on the long-term orientation spectrum. America, on the other hand, is a short-term oriented country, apparent from the drive for profits and achievement, where time moves fast and punctuality is essential. The main message in Outsourced is how the American manager survived with the cultural shocks in the Indian office and how he adapted his managerial style. The management style in the USA and the management style in India are not matched mostly. This can be seen as a cultural bound. However, the attitude that Todd acted to the unfamiliar culture can be universally applicable. The management style in the USA are well known as goal-oriented, which means people in American culture tend to focus on the goal and make as any efforts as they can to achieve the goal. However, over-focusing on the goal sometimes may let you ignore the elephant in the room. First, he ignored the basic point that people are the products of cultures. Having a deep understanding of a culture is essential to management to achieve mutual trust and the best possible outcomes. Indians were a lot different from Americans, so Todd realized he could not run the office same way than in America. The turning point of achieving Todd's goal was the understanding of Indian culture. After several times of failure and frustration, Todd was no longer stubborn of using his original strategy. He experienced the Color Festival and gradually fell in love with the country, and he started to adopt a different management style, listened to his employees' advices. He allowed everyone to bring decorations they wanted to make them feel more comfortable at work. Secondly, he provided incentives where everyone who worked effectively could get the products from the company for free. This strategy motivated the employees and also introduced products to the Indian people. From these examples, we can learn that the essential point of becoming a good cross-cultural manager is to continuously adapt your management style to match the environment. Managers must be open-minded and get to know the culture and forget the thought that our way is the best way because it does not work everywhere. When Todd had realized these, he also could solve problems using the local expertise, which he would not been able to do in the beginning. In the last part of the video, we discussed the differences between our cultures when working on this assignment. We noted that Taiwan, Japan, and Turkey have similar working cultures, whereas Germany and Finland has totally different cultures. Our group work went well, even though the cultural differences we came across when dividing workload. Those who came from high negotiation countries told which part they were interested to do, and those who came from low negotiation countries waited for others to decide and then took what was left. Everyone was still happy about what they were supposed to do, and work was divided evenly. Thank you for watching our video.